Welcome back. Welcome back. Man, that feels good to say.
We're still alive.
Still alive. Welcome back to the Inspector Podcast. It is Kevin and I. And so some things to update on. Okay. We are new to this. We had last year. We're going into this year now. But we're a football podcast, right?
It has been decided. It's football only.
Yeah.
We just don't have time.
It's just hard. Summers are hard. Everyone's doing something anyways. So we figured as much. Like, we can talk maybe, postseason baseball, the things that fall around football. Maybe talk. Maybe. No,
go somewhere else.
Yeah, you might be right.
We may put a statement in or two, but we're football is what our passion is. It's what we have time for. We make time on football season.
Yeah,
our spouses know we're going to Ann Arbor 6 to 8 weeks a year.
Yeah,
like they are allowing the dedicated time during the week to talk football.
Right.
So
this is our life. Football is truly our life and what we surround ourselves most with anyways. So figured as much. Like, this is a good time to come back. Of course, now we have real deal football this weekend. Big boy football. It's a great time to be back, man. It feels so good.
It does.
Feels so good.
It does. I'm healthier.
Yeah, dude.
I'm down 20 pounds.
You're gonna feel. There's been changes to this podcast, not just what we're doing on it, but like outside of it. We got people losing weight. We got
losing organs.
Losing organs. Yeah. So no, it's definitely a good time to start again. So yeah, I think we should start. You want to start with Michigan, maybe?
Let's start with Michigan. Let's get it out there.
So, of course, we have, you'll see as a thumbnail states, we're back in the big house this weekend. We're going up, season opener. Bryce Underwood, a lot to get to, a lot of talking points to get to for Michigan.
Your first season as a season ticket holder?
Yes, yeah. Last year we announced it on the show, and then we're just going to, so finally I have them in my possession underneath my name. I'm next to Kevin. It's truly a blessing, and it's just amazing to have him. So, truly a gift, and I'm like really, really excited to go and do all that. So, but I guess to start, we should start with Bryce Underwood. Absolutely. I think we should start there. At QB1, I think it's a good place to start. I know we were talking different potentially in the offseason. I like the move now. I think I'm ready just all in all to see him play. I don't know about you, but I think I'm ready for the full Yule experience. I was thinking to myself maybe 2 or 3 games before we shouldn't see him and then see him, but maybe now it's correct. Maybe we should just see him.
Yeah, I talked myself into it. I was more, when Keene transferred, I was like, okay, experience, coming off of a shaky season.
Yeah.
A great ending to a season, by the way. I will say that. Mm-hmm. But I was more in the camp of let's ease him into it, just go with experience first. But you know what? You are playing a, less than stellar opponent, and then you've got right out of the gate a ranked Oklahoma team on the road. Yeah. So, if Keene comes out struggling, then you're not getting any reps for Underwood right before the Oklahoma game. That's what's unique about college football. Unlike the pros, we sit there and bash preseason football, but it's important. And to have that's why I've got no qualms about opening up with an inferior opponent, because there is no preseason,
Sure.
There's too much unknowns. I would rather see a cupcake in week 1 than jumping out with, like a team
now
like
in
Texas,
right.
Which obviously we'll get to that game.
Right.
I've kind of sold myself into it. I'm more stunned with who QB2 is.
Truly.
Like we were excited about Jaden Davis when he first committed, but he hasn't really panned out. I found it interesting that he wouldn't even get mop-up reps. Over the last couple of years, and so that was not on my radar at all. I was surprised that he never went in the transfer portal. I figured that was going to be a move he would make because he was highly coveted coming out of high school, but to not even have Mikey Keene or who's the kid from. What was it, East Carolina?
Yeah.
Garcia?
Yeah.
They're not even I just can't believe it. I actually thought they were in a running to start.
Yeah.
And neither one of them are even QB2. So that's crazy to me, but
right.
We'll see how it pans out. I've heard nothing but good things about Underwood in practice, so we'll see what happens.
Sharon seems like he's all up and on him. He's high, and the press conferences have showed it, just how high he is on Bryce Underwood, I think. He's shown the compassion behind him being the QB1, and that's great. But you're right. Jaden Davis we knew what he had when he came in, 4-star quarterback, someone who should have been probably after JJ, to be honest with you. That's how I saw him coming in, to be completely honest. I just can't believe that. Yeah, now he's here, and he's still here. I got to give the guy credit, though. He didn't transfer out.
No.
I mean, he could have done that. He could have gotten playing time definitely somewhere else. Well, I say that definitely just because I think he's a veteran now at this point. He's been in here 3 years now, and he's a 4-star quarterback. I don't know how ready or not he is because he hasn't played for us. So, I don't know how definite I am on him. I just know that he's a veteran. He's been in the system, and I don't know that. I think that sometimes translates to the field. So, but yeah, crazy. I just am so excited to see Bryce's first game. To see the offense, to see this type of caliber
Chip
player.
Lindsey coming in for the first time.
Yes.
Creative play caller.
Yes.
Which, that was lacking last year too. And again, you didn't have the utensils in the kitchen to do much last year.
Right.
So, playing most of the season with a walk-on quarterback, it is what
it's hard, man.
So,
yeah.
It's hard to turn that over.
And now the defense too, I like where we're at. At the end of the year last year, beating Alabama and the way we did it. Playing Ohio State, of course, I think they were just in their own heads with us. They probably could have blown us out, but didn't, of course. But I like the way we ended the year last year. The people are back. The coaches seem to be back, and the players. I think we've gotten even better now. We've lost some guys, of course, on defense, but
yes,
I think we've gotten better still. Offense and defensive side again. So
yeah, beginning of the year, I mean, our optimism was way down. We knew the season was coming that it did.
Yeah,
the schedule dictated that, with Texas and Oregon, but we could not have ended it on a better note.
Yeah.
For as bad as the season was, we had a lot of turnover. Obviously, the cloud of suspicion was all out there all last year. What's going to happen? Where was the hammer? How about that hammer, huh?
We got to talk about that.
Yeah,
I was going to get to that
talk about the hammer. Yeah. I mean, obviously, we both knew that they weren't taking wins away.
No.
We feared it, but the precedent has always been ineligible players. That's where you get penalized, and that was not the case.
Yeah,
in this particular instance,
right?
That was these players were eligible. It was a little unprecedented. But the reality is, and I think the NCAA knows this, all fucking schools cheat. They all do it.
Right.
They all steal signs. They all, were we a little bit dumb on how we hit it?
Right.
Or lack thereof? Sure. And we should be penalized in some fashion for that. And we were.
Yeah.
Financially, which again is, what did Portney call it?
It was... dang it.
Not pocket money, but I can't remember what he called it.
Yeah, right. But $20 million.
Ashtray money.
Ashtray money. That's what it was.
Yeah. So, and it is to a university like Michigan.
Yeah.
And that's, we're going to get penalized, financially if and when we make the playoffs, from any revenue that we pull from that, which big deal.
Whatever. Yeah.
So as long as we get to play in it, that was my fear was.
I thought it was a postseason ban was coming. I thought that was coming.
That's what I thought was coming at least for a year.
Right.
I knew they were never going to take the wins away.
No.
So no asterisk for the tattoo.
Yeah. No, you don't have to put that on there.
No, but I have decided that Hammer Inc. is the name of the tattoos shop that I go to.
Yeah.
And so the Pearl Jam tattoo that I got recently, he did a little Easter egg and put a hammer in the helmet.
I didn't even see that.
Which was another little ode to Pink Floyd for me.
Yeah.
I did a couple Easter eggs of Pink Floyd in my PJ tattoo. I have decided where the asterisk would have been for 2024. I'm putting a little hammer.
Yes.
So I cannot wait to fucking share that. That is going to be put on about 2 weeks before the Ohio State game. So we'll see if
way. That's amazing.
Jinx. I'll have to get it, lasered off if we lose. But
we're
not. We're going for 5-1.
No,
it's
right.
gonna happen.
Right.
So I'm excited for it. So yeah,
so good. I didn't even know we do that.
You want to talk hammer?
Yeah, I think we should. I think the biggest thing I think a lot of people were talking about was taking away the championship. Like Ohio State fans wanted it away. I mean, like I think there was some on one side that were like take the whole thing away. There was some on the other side that understood that was not going to be taken away, but they wanted the postseason ban, didn't get it. Like the hammer, right? Like the quote unquote hammer thing is just truly it didn't pan out to what they thought it would. Like and
listen,
not sorry here. Like
I don't. I've never been like I don't care about the Houston Astros scandal. I don't care about the New England Patriots.
Here's
scandal.
the thing.
I don't.
Here's the thing about the Astros.
Win on the fucking field.
They would exactly. The Astros had a good enough team to win without with or without cheating. I'm sorry.
And Michigan was going to win the national title without this. And if anything, the whole story and the cloud around it and all the push, it actually brought us more together. I think we won it.
Yeah.
That's like, if you're going to say, oh, we won because no, we won maybe because of how it got blown out of proportion.
True.
Just like Ohio State probably won the national title because they lost to Michigan. That pissed them off enough
to do
that
it.
they made a fucking run.
Yes.
Good for them.
Right.
And I'm not sitting there, I'm not going to, like, I joke and make fun of, oh, they expanded the playoffs
just so they could get it. Yeah.
And they did. I mean, that's a fact.
Right.
Like, that was the first year of the expanded playoffs.
Exactly.
Like, if we were a year earlier, you're not in the playoffs.
Right.
Like, you literally lost 2 fucking games. Both didn't even play in the conference championship.
Yeah.
And you won the national title. Like, that does not happen
in
any other era of college football.
Right, and it probably shouldn't happen.
I think, Bama 1 year didn't play in the SEC.
But they were good enough to
got the number 4 seed, won the national title.
Yeah.
So there's one exception. But they wouldn't have been, like, if we were back to that time, they wouldn't have been number 4 in the country. They had 2 losses.
Yeah.
So
they definitely made it in on the count of it expanding. You're right. You're exactly right. I mean, that's
and when Ohio State vacated their wins with the whole tattoo gate and Terrell Pryor and all that, they went undefeated that year.
Yeah.
They went undefeated.
They probably would have won it,
and it doesn't count.
Yeah.
And you knew it didn't count that year, and they beat Michigan. And I don't sit there and put that win doesn't count because the wins. No, Ohio State beat us on the fucking field.
Yep.
I saw it with my own eyes.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't dispute it. Like everybody keeps, oh, you'd be mad if it was no. Like, and you know what? Ohio State fans are upset. You're the defending national champions.
Why are you
and
upset?
You're still worried about our 2023 season.
Yes.
Like, that is fascinating to me.
You are so right.
Rent-free in their head. And it's why I'm convinced we're going to win a 5th straight year.
Yeah.
Because they're so focused on that. Like, what's your excuse last year?
Yeah.
Like, we had the cloud of suspicion. Those people were gone. Okay. We got punished for it. We lost a lot of players. Even the players we did have didn't play in that fucking game.
Yeah.
Loveland didn't play. Like, the people that were still there still didn't play. We had a walk-on quarterback that literally has leukemia.
Yeah.
And we went into Columbus as a 3-touchdown underdog. We beat you.
Yeah.
Like, it's
crazy
crazy to me. It's so
crazy.
crazy that they're so caught up on it. And I don't get caught up on it. Like, if you find a way to have an edge, okay, and that's just it. What really is the underlining thing that they'll never admit is that every school has a Connor Stallions, but nobody's as good as Connor Stallions.
Right. How much are you willing to get on the sideline and dress up as someone else?
The dude's a literal genius.
Yeah.
I mean, he was in the Navy SEALs. Like, I mean, he's just smart.
Right.
And he
used it to his advantage.
Decoding signals better than anybody else. Period.
I mean, he literally went on Bussin' with the Boys podcast and literally broke down everything. Like, he didn't. If you're not going to change anything, what are you going to do? You're going to throw your hands up.
He was talking about
not changing.
About actually how the signs were.
Right.
And they were all dumbed down. Like, I mean, they were like easy to decode.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
at the end of it sounded like when he was close to them finding out, it was truly like they all broke down very, very easily. Like, to the point to where someone else, not on the other sideline, just on the one sideline on your own, could have figured it out.
And again, these were all allegations that had been out for years.
Yeah.
Even before the public knew. And coaches were talking, and, I still remember Schiano, that interview he had at the Rutgers game in 2023, early in the year. Mm-hmm. They asked him at the halftime, he's like, there's some things going on out there. And and nobody knew, it was so cryptic, nobody knew what it meant at that time.
Yeah.
And that's what he was implying. These coaches had already been talking about it since 2021. Mm-hmm. Okay. TCU knew about it. So, you know what? To TCU's credit, what did they do? They put dummy signals out there.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right.
Do I think that's why TCU beat us? No. Like, I don't bitch about it. Like,
right.
Number one,
that year was,
they did their job better than ours, than we did, right?
Yeah.
But no, we lost the game because we got 2 pick sixes, and
we just didn't have a good game.
Didn't execute.
No.
Because at the end of the day, that's what you still have to do.
Right.
Even if you know the fucking play that's coming,
you
have
still
to
need to play toward it. Yeah.
You still have to execute the play.
Yes.
So
that is so right.
It just doesn't matter if you know. So
we were just in there. We're in their heads. We're in their heads. It's truly,
Yeah. And we're all already in their heads because I'm seeing things on, like that 11 Warriors and all that other bullshit that they have. They're already worried about now that there's, and this is the other thing about it too, right? Uh-huh. Why weren't there comm systems? Then you wouldn't have to worry about all this stuff,
right? And now you're giving them out. They're out now.
Ways like 30 years behind. NFL. So now that you have that, now they're already, the conspiracy theory out there is, is their headphones going to work? When we come up with the big house. I'm like, give me a break. So so they're already trying to stir that up,
right?
And have no evidence that this is what's going to happen. So, yeah,
I love
it.
it.
It's one of those like when Ohio State dominated the rivalry for the last 20 years prior to these last 4 years. Ohio State beat us fair and square. I never
every
bitched
time
about it. I didn't care. Like, even though they had, I guarantee Urban Meyer was doing slimier things that we don't know about.
Dude, yeah.
As much as I like and respect
Stuff came
Jim
out about
Tressel,
him too.
Things came out about Tressel.
Like, and it's not just Harbaugh, right?
Yeah.
It's because like he's in the spotlight now, and he got the 10-year ban or whatever now. But like the people before Urban, or like the people before Day, like Urban and Tressel and whatever else you want to go back to, are dirty too. You just like I've seen things come out.
You're not going to be great unless you're skirting the line somehow.
Somehow, some way.
you
got to have
Belichick. Like, it doesn't mean you're not a genius. It doesn't mean that you wouldn't have won without it. It's just they push the envelope. Mm-hmm. They bend the rules to make it work for them.
Yeah.
And they get away with it for as much as they can. The Patriots were punished.
Yeah.
Got punished, draft picks and money
all
and whatever else. Like, they got punished. Mm-hmm. But you can't sit there and with a straight face and tell me that if you knew the penalty, that they wouldn't take it away, that you wouldn't hope that your team deep down does it.
Exactly. Right. Yeah. Like,
you can't tell me.
No, you can't.
You can't.
Can't.
So they're not hurting anybody. Mm-mm. They're just doing the job better than everybody else does.
Right.
And if people weren't stealing signs, then you wouldn't have 4 different quarterbacks putting signals out there and having 3 of them be dummy signals and 1 real one. You wouldn't do that, right? Like, that's been around since sports have started.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Everyone's been stealing signs forever.
Baseball's been doing it since the 1800s.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I'm not going to apologize for it at all.
No,
they won on the field, and that's all there is to it.
Right.
So.
It will be interesting to see. Like, I think we can win again this year, right? And depending on how long it can go,
it absolutely goes.
I don't know if you can go back and tell me this because I was too young. I went through the dark years, right? Of just when I became a fan, I was probably about 8 years old. So I went through the dark years. Was there ever any back and forth in the 90s, 80s? Like, I don't really remember that. I remember one side and then one side. It was always like that.
80s
flip-flops.
felt very, I was late 80s. I was watching flip-flop
bit. Each year it would, right?
Yeah,
like, okay.
But,
But like, most of my life is just.
Bo left in 89.
Yeah.
90s really was Michigan. And Michigan was definitely in Ohio State. Ohio State, everybody, you say John Cooper, and it just gives them PTSD.
Yeah.
But that really truly was like, we would ruin their season every fucking year.
Yeah.
And that's what last year felt like, right? Like, here comes this 4, how many losses we have? 5 losses.
Five.
Yeah, here comes this 5-loss Michigan team.
Right.
Ohio State's ranked number 1, number 2, whatever they were, That's how the 90s were all the time.
Man.
But back then, you lost a game, you were done.
Yeah,
right?
BCS times, right? Yeah.
It wasn't even BCS.
Wow.
Coaches poll,
Okay.
And voting, right? Which is stupid. I'm glad we're at where we're at.
Yeah.
But it was every year, it was like, Ohio State, all I got to do is beat this 5-loss Michigan team and they're going to the Rose Bowl and essentially playing for national title.
Yeah.
Michigan would beat them with just inferior teams,
See, right.
And that's why Cooper got fired. He was in the national title hunt almost every year in the 90s. And he couldn't keep his fucking job because he couldn't be.
Because he could recruit. The fact that he was in there every year, then it sounds like it.
They were always the more talented of the team,
right?
I feel like in a lot of ways they still are. They get all the 5-star recruits,
and they're number 3 or number 2 or number 1 every year.
And a culture,
right?
We're starting to flip that, and that's what I'm excited about.
Yeah.
We got the number 1 running back recruit coming in.
Yeah,
we're starting the number 1 quarterback from this.
Like,
class.
We could just keep
we've
going.
We've never done that.
No,
we never get guys.
And our 2025 recruiting class was truly amazing.
Yeah,
it was one of the best we've ever done.
Yep.
And
that's what I was scared of with bands. Not necessarily of the prospect of not playing in the playoffs that year.
Yeah,
is that kind of stuff does set you back several years because recruits are like, don't want to go there. I don't have a shot at
that was scary.
And the revenue and all that. Like, that's what scared me is the future
in this time frame
of Michigan football.
Yeah,
not right now. You're never going to take away that national title season. And it's hard. It is hard, and I absolutely applaud Ohio State for making the run that they did. I feel like it did prove that it's flawed, and that maybe you shouldn't give the buys where you give the buys. But you got to earn that, and playing less games should be a good thing. But when you make a team go off for a month, that's a pretty big deal.
Pretty big thing.
It's just like baseball. It's why a lot of the wild card teams pop up.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's any fix for that. It is what it is. But I would almost, in a lot of ways, rather go in as a 5, 6, 7, 8 seed.
Yeah,
honestly.
Yeah.
So
it's just such a brand new time. But like I brought that up just because like it's interesting to see. Could this be number 5, and how many more after that? Right? How many more?
If it
wins
happens
could
again
be?
this year, where the top 4 all lose in the first round, or their first game anyway. You got to look at tweaking. You have
just kind of got to.
And again, 2 of those 4 were not surprises,
right? Right.
And even the Oregon Ohio State, it's hard to beat a team twice. I mean, that's going to happen someday where we're going to play Ohio State in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And I would almost be willing to bet that the winner of the regular season game is going to lose the rematch.
Yeah,
especially if it's 2 weeks later,
right?
So,
right.
Or in the Big Ten championship even. So, yeah, I'm definitely excited that at least for us, and I feel like the national media, it's behind us.
Right.
It's probably not behind it in Columbus, I'm sure.
Right.
But that's fine. You know. I don't know if you saw, I can't remember if I sent you a picture about Todd making the hammer straws for our tailgate.
Yeah.
So I cannot wait to
can't wait.
Take pictures of that.
Yeah.
This weekend, it's going to be fun. So hopefully, I'm going to wait to post because if Texas wins, then I'm going to post those pictures of the hammer because I think it's funnier.
Yeah.
If they win, I tell you what, like and we'll go through the team by team breakdown here in a minute, but I think Ohio State's going to have a similar year to us.
Yeah.
I have them with one more or one less loss than what we had. And again, I think they got they've got some tough games, but they got a little bit easier of a schedule than what we did.
Well, right.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
At least in conference. And tie game, bottom of the lane. Watch the Guardians game, by the way.
Nolan.
Yeah,
we're not a baseball podcast.
But they did tie Nolan Jones solo home 3-3 in the 9th here. Wow, 14,000th home run in club history.
Come on.
Interesting.
That's awesome.
Let's see, I lost my train of thought.
No, but all in all, I feel like but if anyone on this, listens to this, it's comment down below. We got the best tailgate in the world. I'm not saying like if you wanted to pop by, whatever, we could tell you where stuff happens and whatever else, but it's just the best place ever. Everyone just contributes, and the hammer straw, like these are the things we do, the fun stuff,
it's
right?
Fun. It's
like it's just so cool.
It's so fun.
So cool.
We're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So let's talk about their game this week.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
The one interesting thing, that line was pretty stagnant at 37.5.
Right.
Until Underwood got announced, and then boom, it immediately went down 2.5, and now it is like under 35 now.
It is
34.5.
It is. I'm sorry.
Oh, did you just go back to back? Oh no.
Oh, you did it. Okay. I was gonna say.
Wow.
It is now 34.5. So that's what we talked about this morning. It is now like you talked about this morning. We were talking to each other. The 35 number sounds kind of nice to round out to.
It does.
But and
my gut's been for months, even before it was announced who the quarterback was. My gut feeling was they were not going to cover. This game reminds me a lot of the Fresno State game last year to open the season.
I don't think it's going to be that bad though. Like it was close at the end. Like we got a touchdown at the end with
if it wasn't for Will Johnson's pick 6.
Yes.
I mean,
it was scary.
That game. I mean, they could if they score there. Because they were in the red zone.
Yes, right.
They score there. It's a one-score game.
Yeah.
I mean, like
it didn't like the final score of that game didn't look like what it was.
And I think we're more talented
now than this
team than they were last year.
Right.
So you're right. There's a lot of factors, but 35 is a lot.
Yeah.
And just as a first game of the year, freshman quarterback, and I still feel like we're more as a smash.
He still wants to run.
He still wants to run the football.
He still has a breathe.
Which that's going to slow the game down. It runs the clock, less possessions, less plays.
Yeah.
We've never been a speed-up offense, so we run the play clock.
Right.
And I like that. I like having control of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, that's how you dictate. Like, I feel like that's the flaw of teams like Ohio State. Like, sometimes you can play so quick that when you get stopped, you panic because you don't know how to.
Right. And if you can take time off the clock on the other side.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I like our style. I don't ever want to see us. I don't want to be like the Florida of the 90s and run and shoot. I don't ever want that. Yeah. I want it to be there when we need it.
Sure.
And that's what everybody says about, they doubt McCarthy because he didn't have to, though.
Exactly.
He was running a pro-style offense.
Right.
I think it's there. And he can reach back when he needs to get it.
I think we have it in Sharon himself. Like you said, I think his roots are still Smash Mouth. But I do think he has the potential in coaching. I think he has a spot where he can find it where we need to score in 3 plays. Like, I think there's something with him. He's offensively minded to do that.
I want to see drives like that 1 or twice a game.
Yeah, right.
Just to know it's there.
Like, I can do it.
We can reach back and grab it when we need it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I'm okay. Like, I don't care about cover. I just want to win the football game. I want to have control.
Yes.
I don't want to, have my heart explode.
Yeah,
and,
right at the end of it all.
We have to squeak it out at the end. I don't want that.
Yeah.
34-10. Like, I'm feeling comfortable.
Feel fine with that.
Like, that's kind of the score that I've had in my head.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say they don't cover this week.
Yeah. And
based on that.
Right.
But I also would not be stunned if they do.
Yes. Right. And the over-under on that game's 49.5. So, like, with your numbers, it's not going to cover that either. So, and you're right. The way that it can be, like, thrown into this week is we run it, take time off, we don't hit the over.
And New Mexico was bad last year, but they got a lot of talented transfers.
A lot of transfer stuff. Yeah.
So you just don't know how they're going to gel. They could surprise, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And if they get a big play early or a turnover early, momentum, it's a night game. You just don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So,
right.
I'm not, I don't think, I would be stunned if they lost the game. I just don't see that happening.
No, me either.
And I have, we'll go through our little Michigan preview. Maybe we'll just do that right after this game. But I've got some losses for them this year, and maybe some surprise ones.
Yeah.
But I just don't see any scenario that we lose this game.
Yeah.
I don't.
Sure.
I question the spread.
Yeah. No, and I think you're right. I am too at this point. I think like I might on the day that we're there like take it just because like
it's something
to do.
Something fun to
right. So just to see it covered would be really cool. I think I agree with you wholeheartedly, though. I don't see us covering it. I probably am going to take it just because I can. But like that's the thing. That's where
they won't be my lock of the week. I will promise you that.
Right.
I will find a different lock of the week. It's not going to be this one. So, they're definitely not my underdog of the week.
No, right? No. For sure.
Well, let's go through real quick.
We can do that
on the Michigan.
We can do that schedule. Yeah.
Let's stay on the Michigan. Wagon a little bit, and then we'll get into our.
And we definitely have. I think we already talked about like a little bit of it, off air. We kind of talked about some losses that you have that I don't, stuff like that. So this will be good to go through and just hash it out too.
Yeah.
So,
and it was part of I wanted to do a little bit of like some hot takes, which we can kind of
right
here.
We can do.
One of them, and we'll go week by week. Let me pull up their schedule here. I should have it memorized in my head, but I don't. So New Mexico, we definitely got us winning that game.
Right, we are winning
at number 18 Oklahoma week 2. By the way, that's one point I wanted to make. I think I probably said this last year. I hate having rankings in week 1. I just don't like it.
Yeah, I remember you saying
going into the games.
Right.
I would rather wait almost look at the playoffs, right? Those rankings don't come out for till like late October or something.
Yeah.
Like
the actual rankings.
I think 2 weeks 2 or 3 weeks I'm okay with. I'd be all right with after 1 week,
Sure.
And maybe we do that on our podcast. We'll do what after seeing teams play.
That might be a good segment.
What's our top 10?
To be honest.
What is your top 10 in the country?
Because then you can see a loss. Maybe someone will lose this week. I mean, there will be there's going to be a loss this weekend.
Texas Ohio State is 1 and 2.
Well, Georgia plays.
And whoever loses that game, I'm more than likely. I think Ohio State's going to have 4 losses. I think they'll be ranked at the end of the year.
Right.
But I would maybe, if they play really, really good and they lose by a field goal to Texas, I would rank Ohio State in my top 10.
Of course.
Maybe even my top 5 if they play good.
Yes. If they lose by just 3 with a new quarterback, we'll get to it, but huge part of it.
They get blown out, I'd maybe take them out of my top 10.
Yes,
but, Oklahoma, this is a big unknown to me. I mean, really both teams are kind of unknown.
Right.
I'll feel more about picking this game after this week.
After seeing Oklahoma play too.
Yes.
I think.
Yes. Let me see who they open up with real quick. Because we want to do this week. This episode is going to be a little bit longer. Because we're going to kind of dissect a little bit.
Yeah.
Illinois State. So that's not really going to give us any barometer. They're going to win that game.
Right.
So, that's not really going to give us much to go
It would be good just to see their quarterback. I will probably look up the highlights
if they struggle with that game,
right.
I'm all over Michigan.
Yeah, for
sure.
And
I think if you made me pick right now, I actually think we're going to win the game.
Yeah.
I do.
And I saw the line on there is 2.5, and that's really just because Oklahoma's at home.
Yes.
That's the only.
Yeah, you always get 3
So it's going to look like it's going to be pretty even.
It's pretty. Yeah. You always get 3 points for being a home base.
Yeah.
So I like, if we would have started, this is so funny. I actually would have said, I think we should have started Keene. But had we started Keene, I actually think we would have lost to Oklahoma.
Lost this game.
So as interesting as it is, I think by giving Underwood the keys, week one should play most of the game, or at least until it's out of hand.
Yeah.
Then I feel like that bodes well for him next week.
Sure.
Playing Oklahoma.
I actually agree with you. Like I think and I even think Sharon Moore may have even thought about that. I don't necessarily think he's going to flat out say if we put Keene, he's definitely not going to say this, but like I think he thought to himself, if we put in Keene, you're probably right. Maybe we lose that game. Underwood maybe gives us the best shot to win all these games. I don't know. Yeah. So like I think that's for sure. Not just because Bryce can throw, he put him in and he's the starter. I think it's because of the game management, everything else that we haven't seen yet. I think this could do that. And this game, I see a win. I really do. I think the first 2 weeks we start out 2-0. We could go into a tough area. Boomer Sooner is no joke. It's just the matter of how good can the new quarterback be. And I don't know from last year Oklahoma to this year Oklahoma, last year's Oklahoma, and the last 2 years Oklahoma has not been great. So maybe I'm banking on that again. That they're not going to be that good.
This is a team that this is where I was born. They've always kind of been my second favorite team. So to me, it's like I feel like in my heart I'm not going to be as upset if we lose the game. I could feel differently by the end of the night. I might end up hating Oklahoma at the end of the night.
Yeah, I know. You never know.
I mean, it would be a ranked loss. It wouldn't be the end of the season. It's a non-conference loss. Yeah. I'm not going to panic if they lose it. I definitely don't want to see us get blown out. That could set the tone for the rest of the season. So hopefully we at least play good. Again, we want to breeze through these. Obviously, we're going to talk about these games
as we
lead up to each week. But Central Michigan the following week at home, that definitely should be a blowout win. Now, I tell you what, though, the interesting thing about that one is coming out of the whole Connor Steins. That's where he got caught being on the sideline when they were playing Michigan State. Yeah. So you'll have that whole storyline. I'm interested to see how many people dress up like him.
Dude.
As Michigan fans.
That would be good.
Hats. I think it'd be funny to kind of troll.
Yeah.
So, oh, God, don't let us lose that game.
No, please. Please.
That would be hilarious.
I gotta win there for sure.
So here's part of my week 4 at Nebraska. So this was part of one of the hot takes I had. I actually have an L here.
Yeah. I remember you saying that.
It's just a gut feeling, and again, I could change my mind after 3 weeks. Yeah. Because the funny thing is, when we talk about, I don't think we were going to talk about it because they're not ranked, but I actually have Nebraska losing to Cincinnati tomorrow night.
Wow.
Cincinnati is a 6.5 point underdog. I don't know if the line went up to 7. If it did, I'm going to consider that as my upset of the week. But it's a 9:00 night game in Cincy. I think they're just going to get up for it. Yeah. I don't even know if they're doing this, but I can envision like a blackout happening there or something.
Right.
It would just be, I feel like, a wild environment.
Man.
And I know Nebraska has some kind of high expectations. They're not ranked to start the year. I just think this is one of those like trap first Big Ten game on the road.
Sure.
I know Sharon Moore, by the way.
That's a good point.
He is suspended for Central Michigan and Nebraska. I feel like that's just playing into their hands a little bit.
Yeah.
This is me just talking like, Michigan's going to undefeated. No, I'm not saying it.
No.
I actually think we're going to lose to the Cornhuskers. And I have a second loss that we'll talk about here in a couple too. So
for this game,
initial thoughts on that?
No, I think, and of course I have us at 3-0 going into this game. But you're right, it is a different atmosphere. It's a first Big Ten game. Matt Rule is just like a guy I don't really. You
don't like him?
I do. Like what he did at Baylor was fantastic, and I miss those days for him. Really, I just don't see. It's just such a tough. The Big Ten and the SEC, we talked about it last year, are becoming the powerhouses. Does he have enough money to ever keep this team afloat? Maybe he's doing it right now. Maybe I just don't see it. Right now, I have it as a win.
Okay.
I do not know about, just like I said, I don't know where who he. It's just a matter of can they put it together, right? Like, is it Raiola's time? Like, are they going to be able to do everything they need to do to win this game? That's kind of how I'm looking at it. But I do think we can win that game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wisconsin the following week. That's gonna be homecoming. May's out. I got a W there.
Yeah, me too. Wisconsin this year is and Fickle's there now, so of course, but like he's gonna put the team together. I just don't think he has a team right now. So I think that this is a win as well, and I think Fickle can put the team together in 3 years. It's just not yet. Yet. So
yeah. Week after that at USC. This is L number 2 for me.
This is an L for me too. Now.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, when we first talked, it wasn't for me, but it is now. The only thing I'm interested to see is just like how good is this USC team. I just don't want to fall apart. Like, okay, like you say, like Sharon Moore is out for Nebraska. You're probably right. Maybe that should be my loss, and this one be my win because he's back, right? So like, It's just one of these two I think we could lose, but I do have this as a loss just because it's South Carolina Southern California, and I don't know what we're going to get out of that. So
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And again, my mind could change after I watch both us and USC play.
Yes, yeah, right.
This is just kind of preliminary
For now.
at the start of the season.
Yeah.
UW the following week at home. I got a win here. I still think Washington's not fully recovered from the title game run that they had. Was not impressed with them last year. So I think second year in the Big Ten is still going to be a struggle for them. So I got it.
Yeah, and they beat us last year. This is a redemption
a
year.
little redemption game for
I
us.
like this one too. I think we have a win there as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
At Michigan State, I think this is going to be tougher than it's been.
This is the one I think I think we can have a loss here if we're not careful.
Ooh, okay.
Like I know this team is not what it once was in like 5 or 6 years ago.
Okay.
But there's new coaching, there's new players, there's new everything, and if you don't watch yourself,
I would almost agree to the point, like, if we end up winning Nebraska or USC, or maybe even both, if we're undefeated going
into that game,
that almost makes it more of a trap game.
Right.
It's to be announced on the time. It's Halloween weekend or going into Halloween weekend, so you don't really know, where they're going to end up, where that game is going to land, so to speak. And I would like to see Michigan State play a little bit more first. I just think that Michigan is back to where they are mentally with the rivals right now.
Yeah.
Because they weren't. I mean, Michigan State dominated us for a while at the same time Ohio State was.
Yeah.
I just think that they got to prove to me that they can
do
back.
It. Right.
So
right.
I'll go win right now. Purdue, we don't spend a lot of time on that. That's got to be a win, right?
Yeah, I
know
think
they
that's
got
a win.
New coach coming in, but it's first year.
It's going to take him a
gonna take a while.
long time.
At Northwestern, again, I still think they're
win.
still rebuilding. That should be a win.
Yeah.
At Maryland, same thing. I still think that.
Yeah.
Loxley looked like he was headed in the right direction, and
right.
now it's going south.
And now too, his brother's gone. Right, he should be gone.
Yeah.
And I don't think that they are. They're on the downswing. I do have potential for them though, and like another 2 years, and the Guardians just walked it off.
Guardians walk off. All right.
Come on.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's 11 games. I have them at 9-2 at this point. It sounds like you're right around that.
I am too. It's either 10-1.
Michigan State,
I'm going to say 9-2 or 10-1. One of those two. But I will keep it at 2 losses. Yeah, that's fine. That's my safety net for sure. That's what I'll maximize it.
So I want to jump real quick to Ohio State season because I have a little bit of a hot take going into our game, and this is where I want to kind of bridge it together. Make it go.
Yeah,
so,
sure.
We'll go through it. We don't need to break this down.
Yeah.
I think we have them both losing to Texas.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
And we have do you have Michigan in the playoffs at this? Well,
that's where I want to get to.
Okay. All right. Sure. All right.
So Texas, we both have Texas winning this game.
I do.
Right? And it's not, again, this isn't us being fanboys.
I'm not
Texas,
being a douche guy
Texas
here.
is bringing a lot back.
Right.
A lot back.
There's so much
especially
stuff.
compared to Ohio State.
And after the loss, Sarkisian's ready to win this game.
Yeah.
Walking in there to win this game, and with Arch now,
there's a lot of symmetry to what our years were, right? Michigan win the title, lose a lot of players to the draft.
Yeah.
Have Texas early in the year. Like, Ohio State's going through the same thing.
Thing, yeah.
It's just the symmetry is crazy. I'm a big believer in numbers, and no freshman quarterback has ever beat a number 1 ranked team.
Yeah.
And that's in 21 games. I mean, that's a big sample size. Would I be stunned if Ohio State wins? No. But I just don't. I think Ohio State is overrated from the ranking with no proof of it. Right?
Yes, yeah.
Like, they knew Michigan was not bringing a lot back, and we started out the year ranked, but not great.
Yeah.
So
right.
I just think the expectations are a little bit too high there.
Sure.
And I feel like they're going to come back down to earth there.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Grambling, win. Ohio, win. At Washington, win. I just don't think Washington's
they don't have
good.
enough. Don't have
Could
enough.
be a tough game if it's on the road.
Right.
The Gophers, I always feel like Minnesota is like a year away.
Yeah, right. They keep
if the
Fleck
game was on
every
the
year,
road,
PJ,
maybe, but
yeah,
going into Columbus, Ohio State's not losing that game.
Yeah.
At Illinois, I got this as an L. I think Illinois,
they are doing something over there.
I want to go through. I want to go through Illinois' schedule when we get to that.
Yep.
Because I haven't really broke down their schedule, but I feel like that my first glance, I have Illinois in the Big Ten championship game this year.
Yeah, man.
I feel like
I
they're
could
kind of
see
this
it.
year's Indiana.
Right.
And maybe even less so because they are coming in ranked 12th. I mean, like, that's a lot of respect.
Yeah, yeah.
To come in. Indiana did not.
And I
have
think
that.
they deserve all that respect from last year, though.
I do.
That, man,
Yeah,
that's a
they
team,
were a good
man.
team.
Yeah.
Ohio State didn't have to play them, and I don't think they played Penn State either. Or
No.
I think they did play Oregon. And
They had played
Oregon.
us. I mean, that was-
okay.
yeah,
They
right.
played us. They beat us.
Yeah.
Which again, a couple of teams beat us. But
Yeah.
at Wisconsin. See, now here's the thing. I have Ohio State losing to Illinois, and then they got to go at Wisconsin the next week. And all of this is before Penn State.
Man.
Now, they do get a week off in between Wisconsin and Penn State, which is
Oh,
upsetting.
okay. Yeah.
But I have at Illinois as a loss. I do have them beating Wisconsin. I'm not convinced that Wisconsin's that great.
I don't think
But
they are.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do pull off Illinois.
Okay.
That they end up getting
Losing
a letdown
it.
with Wisconsin. So either
Wow.
way, to me, like after October 18th,
Right.
I think Ohio State will have 2 losses.
Yeah.
Whether it's to Illinois or Wisconsin, I think they lose one of those games.
Okay.
I'm just
Sure.
gonna pick
Sure.
Illinois.
Yeah.
And then even with the bye week going in, I think this is the year that Franklin finally does it.
I do, too.
I think Penn State, even going with Columbus,
Yeah.
this is the year for Penn State.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
This is if they can't do it,
They're never going to do it.
they may never, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
at least with Franklin.
with Franklin there. Yeah.
So I'm going to say Penn State beats Ohio
Me
State.
too.
Okay.
Me too.
Which
Yeah.
gives them 3 now. Okay. At Purdue, win. UCLA, win. Rutgers, win.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have Ohio State at call it 8-3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Michigan at 9-2. Here was my hot take that I had even before I looked at the schedule.
Sure.
The Michigan Ohio State winner is going to the playoffs, not the Big Ten championship, because I feel like we're going to be too far out by then. You know,
By
I've
then.
got Michigan with 2 conference losses.
Right.
I have Ohio State with 2 conference losses.
Yeah.
We're not going to get in with 2 conference losses, in my
Right.
opinion.
Right.
Unless teams are just start beating each other up.
Yeah.
I think you're going to have an undefeated team, Penn State. I do think Penn State's going to go undefeated.
Yeah. Me too.
And I have, I'll have to look at Oregon's, Illinois. Like, I feel like one of those are going to lose a game. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably, I think Illinois. So I don't think we have any shot at the Big Ten championship game, either one of us.
Okay.
But I feel like our game is essentially a wild card de facto playoff game.
Yeah.
The winner goes to the playoffs.
I
think it's us. I think we win for a 5th straight year.
Yeah, and if that's the other thing. The other thing is here, right? If Ohio State somehow beats Texas and beats Penn State, right, and maybe loses to Illinois or Wisconsin, or right, and they have 1 loss going into that game, and we do have 2, I think both teams can get into it. This is like one of those years where I think that both teams
if
can
we're,
get
if we're
in.
lost, if we're
right?
if we're off on
Like-
if Ohio State overachieves,
Yeah,
beats hell, they beat Texas,
Right.
That might be enough. I mean, the committee will remember that at the end of the year.
Yes, yeah.
The voters will remember that at the end of the year. So even if they end up with 2 losses in the Big Ten, yes, I think they can end up being a wild card. They may end up having to go on the road,
right.
or if they lose to us and they finish 9-3, 9-3 might get you in.
And the
But you
committee,
don't want to flirt with that,
right? You don't want.
You
to.
don't know what other teams are going to do.
And the committee now, like I said, if the hypothetical happens where they're able to win out and lose to Illinois or Wisconsin, like whatever, like have 1 loss, and then at the end we have 2, we could both get in. The committee's not going to make us play each other first week, but like there's a chance that we do play each other again in the playoff. Like this could be the year that it could happen. Like it truly. So it's really interesting to see this type of game now without even playing the Big Ten championship, without even playing that game. So
Well, then that's what's going to happen now. I mean, the Big Ten and the SEC are probably
yeah,
going to get 4 each, right? Maybe
yeah.
5,
Right.
But almost, I feel like it's almost a guarantee that we're each getting 4.
yeah,
That's going to
yeah,
take up 8, and then you give 1 for the conference.
Then from
So,
there, yeah,
So we're going to write down. You got Michigan beating Ohio State this year.
I do.
All right. So to me, that
I do.
Like, I mean, I think we
We're
would both
in.
agree if we got this 10-2,
Yeah,
we're getting in the playoffs.
definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. We may even we may just get the Big Ten championship game too. I'm just saying. Could. Yeah, could. So,
2 losses could be hard.
yeah.
But I think you'll be interested to see once you see Illinois' schedule.
Yeah, see, I haven't looked at it yet either. So, right,
So
like,
let's just do it.
yeah.
Let's look at it real quick. Western Illinois, Duke, Western Michigan. Okay, all wins. All
Yeah.
right? And really, the conference schedule is what matters the most. They got to go at Indiana. I think Indiana's taking a step back.
Me
I
too.
do. So I think that's one of Illinois' toughest games.
Yeah.
By far, it's their toughest game on the road, in my opinion. Okay. But I think they win that game.
Yeah.
And that sets the tone a little bit, right? Then they get USC at home. They go at Purdue, Ohio State at home, which I have as a win.
Yeah.
At Washington, Rutgers, Maryland, at Wisconsin, Northwestern. Tell me that is not a winnable schedule. for coming off the year that they do. Still
Wow.
have Urban Meyer at quarterback. I'm telling you, I see maybe one loss in there. And maybe that one loss ends up being Ohio State,
Yeah.
which is a good loss. Right.
Right.
So, or maybe Indiana. Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe that sets the tone for Indiana.
What a time for Illinois to come in at number 12, right? Like this could be a
this is it.
top
I'm telling
5
you,
team.
man.
Like
that's why keep an eye out for them.
Yeah.
So then, if you go quickly over to Penn State,
yeah,
Nevada, FIU, Villanova. I mean, the weakest non-conference schedule that I can remember.
Yeah.
But this is what I mean. Like the symmetry with Penn State this year with Michigan 2023 is uncanny.
Yeah.
They have a cupcake non-conference schedule. They have zero worry that they're going to get upset.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then they get to prove their ranking right out of the gate in the Big Ten.
Oregon.
At home, whiteout, number 7 Oregon.
Man.
Night game. Then at UCLA should be an easy win. Northwestern,
Yeah.
easy win. I'll be there, by the way.
Yeah.
At Iowa, that's always been a tough game for them.
Mm-hmm.
And that Iowa game is, again, before the Ohio State game. But just like Ohio State, they get a bye in between.
Man,
So Ohio State
right.
kind of loses that advantage
Oh,
of a bye
wow.
because they're both coming out of a bye.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like that gives Penn State that edge back there, so to speak. Indiana at home, win at Michigan State, Nebraska at Rutgers. So I think Penn State could easily go undefeated. Obviously, they got to worry about Oregon,
Yeah.
and that could set the tone for Oregon to all of a sudden get back in the running. But I think Oregon's taking a step back. I do.
Wow.
I do think Oregon's going to take a step back.
Yeah.
So, so I got Oregon. Right, I got all these wins, man. I mean, Iowa's the one game. Again, they always struggle with Iowa, and
Yeah.
Iowa can muck a game up. And if they're bad weather, whatever,
Right.
they could turn that into a 12-10 game, and things
Yeah.
can change.
Right.
But
Even
if that happens, I have Penn State going undefeated. Even if that happens, it's one loss. That's probably good enough to get it.
You're definitely going to get it. Yeah.
So-
And that's a good point. One loss team is definitely making it in. I think I got
Have I talked you into all these teams? Are we agreeing?
Penn State is in, Michigan is in.
So you got Michigan. Okay, that's the 3 I have so far. Michigan,
I am
Penn
going to
State.
say though, I do think like I am going to put Ohio State in as mine. I'm going to put them in, even though my ranking for them is 8-3 at the end of the year. Like,
And if they lose to Michigan, though, they're 8-4. You got them in at 8-4.
well, I don't. That's the thing, though. That's the thing.
I mean, what's
like,
their wins?
What's going to happen here, though, is like if they somehow miraculously beat Texas, then like we already talked about, they're probably going to make it. Like Penn State, you're right. I do think that is their year, but Franklin's track record is just not it. So like, there's things that Ohio State like they're not going to make it with 4 losses, but they're going to make it with 3. They're going to make it with 2. Like those are the things. So like for now, I'm not. I guess I won't put it on the list, but Ohio State is still.
Well, here's I can tell you who my 4th Big Ten team is. Looking at their schedule, it's going to be the Oregon Ducks.
Oregon. Wow.
I mean, that schedule is Jesus. I mean, they go at number 2 Penn State, which I do have as an L.
Yeah.
Their non-conference schedule: Montana State, Oklahoma State, at Northwestern. Or that's conference game. Sorry, and Oregon State. I mean, they get the only other ranked team they play other than Penn State is number 20 Indiana, and it's at home.
Okay.
That's unbelievable. So Oregon's got a really, really easy schedule, in my opinion.
Yeah. Can we look? Yeah, I think
at best they're going to have one loss.
One loss.
And if they beat Penn State, they can go undefeated.
Yeah.
So that's I mean, that Oregon Penn State winner is almost assured a playoff spot.
Right.
Who do you want to look at?
This is Nebraska. Can we go there? Just want to.
I guess I could just look them up, but I knew they were. At
Yeah,
least
we
one
play.
of ours here. So
This is a team here that I think has a favorable one as well.
I think they're losing to Cincinnati out of the gate.
Yeah, I know.
do.
You said that, and it's it's a night game, blackout, everything like that. I don't know where Cincinnati's at. Last year was not a good year for them either. So like, I want to take them as a win. Right? You get past Michigan, you beat Michigan State. If they beat us, right? They do need to get through that.
If they beat us and get past Cincinnati,
That's what I'm saying.
yes, then
Because they're going to be Michigan
momentum-
State, and then they have to play Penn State. Whatever could happen there, you know what I mean?
See, I think
So-
the Gophers always play them tough. They got to go at Minnesota. That's already been announced as a night game for Friday night. They got to go at Penn State. I mean, that's an L. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It could be tough. But
yeah, I mean that's a team where I am on the fence with it. I think that
just because I think
they come
we're
out
going to lose
hard
to them
enough.
doesn't mean I feel like they're going to. I
Right.
just feel like it's like a trap game.
Yeah, like I know that I said that we're going to beat them, and I said what I said about Matt Rule, but like Raiola is still the name. Like he can still throw the ball. It's just a matter of how far can they do it.
Okay.
So, like for me, I don't want to put Oregon or Nebraska in. Like but those three that are for sure, like Michigan, Penn State, Illinois. I love their schedules. I completely agree with you.
I mean, and like I said, if Michigan, if these are the 4 Big Ten teams that get in, Michigan, Penn State, Illinois, Oregon, Michigan don't play any of them.
Yeah.
So I mean,
and like instead of it being a 4th Big Ten team, it can be someone that's a different team that we're going to talk about probably later. What I mean? That can make it hit them because of the potential being undefeated or having 3 losses, right? So in a non-Power 5, but Power 4, I guess. But so yeah.
You want to keep going? You want to take a break, or you good?
I'm good. If you're good,
you're going to edit out.
Yeah, I'll edit it all through. But yeah, if you want to keep going, we can keep going.
All right, let's go into the games this week, and as we get to those games, we'll take a quick look at their schedules.
Yeah.
And try to determine, do we think this is a playoff contender,
right,
for the year? So again, we're just going to kind of go through ranked games. Mm-hmm. So tomorrow night, 5:30 ESPN, number 25 Boise State at South Florida.
It's crazy. It's already tomorrow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
South Florida's getting 5.5 at home. I like Boise. I don't really know anything about either one. I know Boise, with Genty graduating, they got kind of a 1-2 punch at running back. Mm-hmm. So you're going to see both kids. I think Boise wins this game. South Florida's not a tough environment.
No, it's Raymond James Stadium anyways. So you're going to play the Buccaneers. Like, what are you talking about? It's I do too. I agree. Boise State just don't know how good they actually are going to be necessarily. But of course, they do have Notre Dame. So
at Notre Dame.
Yeah. So there's. I mean, they can have a loss here or there, but that's another team like they play these teams like Fresno State, San Diego State. Like those are the things that they can win and have one loss and make it. So.
I think they're going to have one loss. I mean, I would have thought UNLV was going to be a little bit better. It was not. I mean, they almost lost to Idaho State.
Yeah.
So the Dan Mullen era did not get off to a great start. So I think that's going to be tough for them. Fresno and Mountain West could be tricky to navigate sometimes. What if they do pull off again? The Notre Dame upset. I mean, you definitely got to look at them. Yeah, I'm going to put them down here as kind of a maybe. I'm going to put them down for one loss.
Me too. Yeah,
I think they're going to be in contention for highest.
You could put me on there too, like how you have it. Yeah. I think because if they lose to Notre Dame, the committee will see it as a good loss. So it's just exactly, and they're already 25th now, so they can keep rising up until that Notre Dame game, and then you got what you got. So.
Quickly, I mean, we're only because we're going to this game tomorrow night. Wyoming at Akron. Akron's down. The line's down at 5.5. It was like 7.5, 8.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's coming down, and now I'm like scared to take it. I wanted to take Wyoming or Akron if you were going to give me more than a touchdown. Now you're only giving me 5.5. Wyoming always seems to like underachieve at the start of the year.
It just blows my mind.
Sometimes they're a little bit of a sneaky pick to be good, and then they stumble out of the gate. I wouldn't be surprised if Akron actually pulls that off.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if you had an opinion on that game at all. We did talk about...
I do think... so in that game, Wyoming... I do think Wyoming's going to win.
Okay.
But you're right. Like, if they could have given me more than 7, like... Yeah.
Maybe,
yeah, for sure.
Nebraska at Cincinnati. Cincinnati's getting 6.5.
Yeah.
I already gave my thoughts on that. I actually think the Bearcats could upset them.
Yeah.
You know what? Is this not in Cincinnati? See, I should read more. It is an Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City. That does kind of change my opinion.
Oh, it's a neutral site.
Yeah, the only Power 4 matchup of the day tomorrow night. So it is at a neutral field. That's interesting. I didn't realize that. And they're actually closer to Nebraska's campus than they are Cincinnati.
Yeah. Wow. That's interesting.
Yeah, I changed my mind. Give Nebraska to win.
That's interesting. I definitely have Nebraska.
Sudden,
that's why you might even throw them in there. You might even throw them in a playoff spot.
Look that up. So
we
can't stay privy to everything, man.
No, right,
it's hard.
right.
It's hard to keep up.
Yeah.
All right, so that's all my thoughts on that.
We already talked about Illinois, but they play Friday against Western Illinois.
Yeah, I'm into Fridays right now. So we'll go. Western Illinois. I mean, Illinois is blowing them out.
Yeah.
Not even a line.
No, I don't think they're
not even a line. They'll cover it.
Yeah.
I felt like this is an interesting game I wanted to talk about. It's Georgia Tech and Colorado.
Ooh.
I kind of like Georgia Tech to win this game. I mean, I'm going to root for Colorado.
Yeah.
And I love Dion. Tech is favored by 4.5, which scares me a little bit. But I have a bad feeling Georgia Tech might win that game.
Yeah.
I hope I'm wrong because I like Colorado. I want them.
Right. Georgia Tech, man, they had some teams like over these past couple of years that they are trending in the right directions. Like, and I feel like it could happen again that night and going into this year. But yeah, for Colorado's sake, they can't get off to a slow start. They just can't. After everything they've lost, and there's no more Suns on a team for Dion, and I do love me some Warren Sapp, though. I think he's just one of the best. And him as a coach is just great, too. I've been seeing some interviews with him, and he's just going to have these kids ready, just depending on how ready they are. Because Georgia Tech, like I said, they've been good over the years, and Colorado can't get out to a slow start. They can't for what they have now. But
do we like either one of these as being a potential playoff contender?
GT or Colorado. I don't like Colorado. I don't like Georgia Tech's schedule just because of the way they have to play the ACC, Georgia, and then they probably still have Georgia to play. So those are the things that I just it sucks because Georgia Tech can be good. It's just the fact that Clemson's too good for that conference anyways. And hey, maybe they may make it to the ACC championship game. There's not too much in competition now in the ACC. So, but I don't know if I see them making it all the way.
And Keaton Salter could be an X factor for Colorado. I mean, the Big 12, I'm not ever really impressed with. Like Kansas State, Iowa State
this year,
was a little sloppy.
Though, I want to talk about the Big 12 on this today. This is the year for the Big 12. I think that the quarterback play you're going to see in the Big 12 this year is spot on. Like it's some of the best you'll see in the country. And we'll talk about Kansas a little later. I wanted to at least. I think from week 0, I love what they're doing. I just love the quarterback. I love their schedule. I love everything they're doing there. And the Big 12 is the Big 12. You never know what you're going to get out of it. I like Kansas a lot this year. I'm throwing it out there. That's probably one of my top hot takes is I think this team could be a playoff spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at their schedule right now.
Yeah.
I mean, they're playing Friday anyway, so let's look at it. So they got to go Fresno, Wagner, both at home, at Missouri, West Virginia, Cincinnati, at Central Florida, at number 23 Texas Tech, 17 Kansas State's at home, Oklahoma State's at home, at Arizona, at 22 Iowa State. That's going to be the tough one. And then Utah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of like how good can they keep being. They had a great first week 0.
They look good. Yeah,
they look good.
Fresno.
So,
yeah.
I'm excited to see it. I just can't wait to see the rest of the Big 12 pan out the way they will. I'm just excited to see all of that play. So
okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at I wrote that down for you.
Please. Yeah, that's good. Thank you. Yeah.
All right. Let's get into Saturday's games. Obviously, Texas, Ohio State. We're both picking Texas. Right?
Yeah, I got Texas. Did we go through? We didn't go through their schedule though. I'm
fascinated why Ohio State's favored. I mean, I get it. The 3 points.
They're at home,
but still.
I don't think that I think that Texas should have at least like a point or two their way, like -2, like to Texas, and the fact that it's not is surprising, to be honest.
So let's look at Texas as obviously the number 1, obviously playoff contender is definite.
Yeah.
So other than the Ohio State game, they got to go at number 15 Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Florida's gonna be a little
another good. Yeah, they're gonna have an up year this year for sure.
Oklahoma's at home. Well, actually, obviously Red River. It's in Dallas.
Yeah.
At Kentucky, at Mississippi State, Vanderbilt. They got to go at Georgia.
Yeah, the ending to their year.
Tough year.
The ending to their year is going to be very interesting to watch. Arkansas is, I think, on a down year, but I still think that they can show up and maybe even make something happen for Texas. But either way, in between that Arkansas game is Georgia and Texas A&M. And Texas A&M, depending on how good they are at the end of the year, it could be another shootout there.
I think at most Texas loses 2.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put.
The craziest thing is like they could lose to like Ohio State and Georgia and went out and make it because of how good everyone else is. Like, or lose to Texas A&M and beat Georgia. I don't know.
Yeah, they can't afford to lose. They definitely can't afford to lose a non-ranked game.
Right.
Or some of the middle.
And Florida, I just forgot about Florida. Like they are on an up year here. So like
once we get to there, I'm curious to see their schedule.
You can write Texas in for sure for me because I think Georgia and Texas, but we'll get to Georgia. But yeah.
So Syracuse, Tennessee. Tennessee's favored by 14.
Yeah, I don't like their schedule, to be honest with you. Coming in, I don't like it. I don't have them making it, to be honest with you.
Alabama, Oklahoma, Florida. Yeah,
I think they made it the first playoffs for the first time. Whatever. I just don't think it's their year to make it.
And again, if they pull off any of these upsets, our opinions can change.
Oh yeah, right.
So Old Dominion, number 20, Indiana favored 23.5. ODU is always a sneaky good small school.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if they kept it close. I'll say they cover.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. I mean, I don't mind that at all. Seeing that happen.
Indiana. So we talked about the Illinois game. They got to go at number 7 Oregon. They got to go at number 2 Penn State.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely a tougher schedule than they had last year. That's at least 3 losses.
I see 3 losses, yeah.
And probably a 4th. I think they could lose to Iowa or at least somewhere in there. So, yeah.
I don't like them either to make it.
No. They got their shot last year, and that was it. So Alabama, number 8 Alabama at Florida State. I think this is an interesting game.
It's such a cool game to start out with.
I'm curious to see if Florida State can bounce back in a shitty year.
I've been hearing
them 13.5. I think they're going to cover it.
I think I've been hearing rumors for FSU to be good this year. It's just a matter of I've heard it now the last 3 and it's not panned out. So
tough game to start. That's for sure.
That's hard, man. Yeah. They still have Auburn, Oklahoma, South Carolina. Like those are the things. LSU is just it's just not a favorable one either for Alabama. But I have them as a playoff team. I think they make it.
Who?
Bama.
I don't.
You don't? Okay.
No, I actually think they're going to lose to Georgia, South Carolina, and Auburn. So it's at least 3, and I would not be surprised if somebody else snatches up and gets them.
Yeah, like right now I have them losing 2 games. I really do, but I think they make the playoffs still just because of their strength of schedule on it. So I do have Bama, yeah.
Okay. I was looking at Florida State's real quick.
Yeah.
Just to see what kind of bounce back they can get year-wise. Why is it giving me...
Solid.
Why is it only giving me 2 games here?
Yeah. So they go Bama into Texas A&M Commerce.
Okay. Kent.
Yeah, Kent, Virginia, Miami, Pittsburgh, Stanford, Wake, Clemson, Virginia Tech, NC State, Florida at the end of it. Yeah, so that's another team. Clemson and Florida State. I think maybe even NC State and Miami. That's another one. They have lost some stuff. But I think Miami can beat FSU this year, so we'll see.
Marshall, number 5, Georgia, 39.5.
Wow.
I think Georgia got to go at Tennessee, get Alabama at home. They got to go at Auburn, get Ole Miss at home, at Florida, number 1 Texas. So
I have them as a playoff team, another playoff.
So
team
do I. I think I feel like they're gonna lose, but I have a hard time telling you where.
Sure.
I
can't see the Florida Georgia game going in Florida's direction this year. I that's neutral site, but I do see that. Can see that going in their direction. This year.
So we're both on board for Georgia.
Yeah.
Okay, so it gives us both 2 SEC teams, or that gives you 3.
3.
Okay. Penn State. I think we already talked about Penn State. We both agree.
Yeah, we agree.
And we got. Well, they cover 44.5 against them.
Oh. I don't think Drew Howard wants to do that. They do?
I think they do. I think they set the tone that they're for real this year.
All right.
56-10. That's my 5.
Wow. All right.
They cover.
And they make it to the over, too.
This is the one I want to see. South Dakota at number 22, Iowa State.
Yeah. FCS? FCS versus FBS?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they won. I mean, they won a game. I mean, that's all that matters.
They have won. Yeah.
Technically, it counted as a road game for them. So they get Iowa at home. I mean, look at their conference. Arizona at Cincinnati, at Colorado, BYU. They do get Arizona State at home, at TCU, Kansas. I like what you're saying about Kansas, but I'm going to say Matt Campbell finally kind of gets it done. I'm going to say Iowa State gets wins the Big 12.
Wow. Yeah. They win the Big 12. Okay.
I'm going to say they win the Big 12.
Yeah. I mean, the Big 12 is up for grabs no matter where you look at
100%
it. It really is. I just think
definitely could change. I mean, Colorado could pop up.
Yes, you're right.
BYU or Arizona State.
Arizona State is still ranked high. I don't think they're going to finish at 11. I think they lost too much, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, Scatabo was a big part of that team.
Yeah, they relied a lot on him. I like their young coach, but I just don't think they're going to.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go and say Iowa State.
Okay.
We're cheating a little bit because we're kind of a weekend. I don't know if I would have picked that
on week 0. Yeah.
Before Kansas State. But now that I know I've got that in my bag that they won, I could take it. Montana State, Oregon. Yeah. Oregon needs to be careful. They remember last year they struggled against was it Idaho?
Yeah, it was Idaho. You're right.
Like a 3-point game?
It was a 3-point game.
Montana State's good.
Yeah.
For FCS. They're always in the running for the national title. They need to be. They cannot.
The team that
mirror what they did last year
ever. So
they can't mirror what they did last year. It could be a sneaky hard game for them, which totally could change, the playoff prediction. They lose a game like that.
Right.
Although Notre Dame loses to fucking Who did they lose to?
We haven't gotten to them yet. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Northern Illinois.
Northern Illinois.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
they made the national title game.
Yeah.
So like you can bounce back,
Mm-hmm.
but you pretty much got to win out.
Yeah.
If you
right.
lose a game like
right.
that. So, do you want to look at Iowa's schedule real quick?
Yeah, that'd be
Just
good. To be
see
honest with you.
any kind of contenders. Actually, I think they'll lose to Iowa State.
Yeah, the rival.
I think they can lose to Rutgers.
I think they can lose
Rutgers
to Penn
is gonna get
State,
some
Oregon,
wins.
maybe even Indiana. I know Indiana we talked about. And Nebraska. I think they
Penn
can lose
State,
to
they're not
Nebraska,
going.
too.
Yeah, they're not going.
So
They're not going to playoffs.
it's going to be a down year for them, too.
So let's look at Oklahoma again. And again, opinions can totally change once we see these teams.
Yeah.
We both agree they're going to lose to Michigan, though.
Mm-hmm.
They get Auburn at home. I think they can win that. They're going to lose to Texas. We're going to root for them, but they're going to lose.
Yeah.
South Carolina, that's a team I can't wait to get to. Let's just get to it.
I want to do that.
I
actually.
can't wait to
I
look at
think
South
that this
Carolina.
team,
They got to play
This-
Virginia Tech out of the gate.
yeah,
7.5.
that's fine. I'm taking that, too. I'll take a touchdown and a half. Honestly. Like, I think that they'll win that game pretty good.
At Missouri. They got to go at LSU, go Oklahoma at home. They got Alabama at home.
Yeah.
They got to go at Ole Miss. I think Ole Miss is going.
Dang, that's such a hard schedule. That's such a
It
hard
is.
schedule.
At Texas A&M. Ooh. And they get Clemson at the end of the year.
Yeah.
As much as I want to get on them, they're just going to end up with losses.
Yeah.
They just are.
Yeah.
So 3, 4, I just don't think that gets you in.
No.
I don't. I think Clemson's going to be better this year.
I do think Clemson's going to make it. So that's another team we haven't gotten to yet.
Yeah.
I do think they're going to make it. That'll be a playoff team.
So I think I'm out. I'm out on South Carolina.
Me too. Yeah.
All right. So Florida.
Another one. This is
Yeah.
this. Okay. So this is my other hot take. I'm going to throw it out there.
Okay.
This schedule is so hard. It is so hard. The way I've seen it, the way I've looked at it and studied it.
At LSU at Miami.
Yeah.
Back to back.
then
Number
they-
one
then they
Texas,
go to
number
Texas.
19 A&M.
So
That's
all right.
4 in a row. That is the toughest gauntlet of 4 games I think I've ever seen.
This is why I think this is my hot take. I have them making the playoffs.
So
I
how
have
many-
Florida.
How
winning
many
the
do
playoffs.
they have to win out of
They
that?
will-
And I haven't even scrolled down yet.
Right.
But out of that 4 games, how many do
They need to win 2.
They need to win.
They need to win 2 of those games because the other ones before that are wins, and then
they
after
still,
that,
still got to play number 5.
I know.
At 21 Ole Miss and 24 Tennessee.
I know.
I
Tennessee's not going to be that good. I am pretty high on Ole Miss, but I think they can beat them. Florida, this is my hot take. Florida is going to make it.
The SEC is going to beat themselves up, man.
I know. But this is another thing, too, is Florida could have 3 or 4 losses. I don't know about 4, but 3. Maybe even 4. That schedule's hard. And if they play any of those games good, close, like all 4 of those in a row games good and close, I think they can make it.
5. I mean, they got 6 games that I'm like are hard.
Yeah.
And 2 more that are I mean, they got to go at Kentucky. Like in Kentucky, that's the one game that Kentucky gets up for.
Right.
Is Florida. And
right.
they got to go at Kentucky. I mean, like I'm bypassing that one.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, they got 6 tough. I just don't. I mean,
I know, and that's fair. Like,
I think they're going to lose a game.
Anyone's
talking about
right,
and they're gonna, if you go 3-3 in there, that's
yeah.
4 losses.
Anyone that looks at the schedule, anyone that looks at the schedule could tell they're just writing them off. This team is better than they were 3 years ago, 2 years ago. I just have them.
Do you think they're in? Do you want to say they're going?
I want to say they're going.
That's your hot take.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my hot take. Also, you could put Kansas in there.
You want Kansas?
Kansas.
That's your big
and
team.
then Clemson too, please.
Clemson.
If we have, I know we're not. I'm just going to write them down now so I don't forget. Yeah.
So what are you at right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you got 3 more.
Yeah, I got 3 more.
But obviously, don't forget a non-power 5 basically.
Yes. Yeah.
So North Dakota at number 17, Kansas State. Let's look at Kansas State's schedule real quick. I know I already picked Iowa State to win the Big 12. So they got to go Arizona. Baylor. Baylor's going to be sneaky good. I know Baylor is not ranked to start the year. They got to go at 16 SMU, which isn't even a conference game for them. Boy, I tell you what.
Baylor's another team.
I'm looking at their schedule. I might even change my mind on the
Baylor's got they got a good time right there. Because that's another one that I'm like on the fence about putting in for my playoff team.
Do I have 2 Big 12 teams? Do I dare do it?
I think there could be at least 2, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I think Baylor makes playoffs.
Yeah.
And they're unranked right now. So, and again, you gotta pull some upsets out of the bag, right? Where are we at with Kansas State? I think Kansas State's losing a couple games. They're losing to Kansas, losing to Baylor. They've already lost, so I got them out. Kansas State's out, at least for playoff contention. This is the one I couldn't wait to get to.
This is
Texas San Antonio at number 19 A&M.
Yeah.
Because right now I only have 2 SEC teams in.
Mm-hmm.
So I think everybody would agree. I got to get more than that.
Yes, right.
So they do. They also go to Notre Dame. Boy, Notre Dame's got a tougher schedule than they did last year. That's for sure. So at number 6 Notre Dame, I think they win that game.
Yeah.
I actually think they go into South Bend away. So at Notre Dame, and then they get Auburn at home, Mississippi State home, Florida at home. They do got to go at number 9 LSU, South Carolina, and they go at number 1 Texas.
Yeah.
What are the games I think I got to go to LSU for a minute because I'm kind of between these 2 teams.
So like we just talked about 2 SEC teams here. So like I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this is a team like these 2 here. I have to pick one more SEC team for me because I do think 5 are going to get in.
5.
5.
Okay.
And it's either going to be LSU or Texas A&M. To be honest,
it's almost the winner of that game, maybe. In some sense,
right.
Which it's at Baton Rouge. So
Yeah.
I love making fun of Brian Kelly. I'm going LSU.
Yeah.
I think LSU definitely gets in.
Okay.
I'm up to 9 now too.
9. Yeah.
So, and I may come back, to some people that, to pull my 12th team out.
Yeah.
And then look, start the year.
Yeah.
Number 9
Started
LSU
off
before Clemson.
Yeah.
So if it wasn't for, the Ohio State Texas game this weekend, I think we would definitely have this
set.
be the
Yes.
game of the night.
Right.
It is probably the game of the night.
Yeah.
Saturday night.
7:30.
This is a neutral field, is it not?
That's a good question.
Got to be a neutral field.
It's a good question.
Why is it not saying? Trying to see what it says about it.
That's a good point.
I feel like it is. Oh wait, it was down there. Oh no, it's in Memorial Stadium.
Clemson.
So I think Clemson wins the game. All right, so boy, and if LSU does win it, I feel like my pick is solidified for their playoff.
Yeah.
Because I kind of like their SEC schedule compared to others, but SMU is going down, right?
Yeah.
SMU is definitely
Yeah.
going down this year. So we are recording, by the way. Get out of here. So
Especially
it doesn't
guys.
look like we are because we're not using the headsets.
Yeah.
So South Carolina could be a sneaky hard game for them, but I actually think Clemson very easily could be undefeated going into that game.
Right.
So
Right.
I'm with you. Clemson is.
Clemson. Yeah, I have them. I have them win the ACC. I have took the future, by the way, too. So I have them winning ACC. Yeah, the entire thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. They got to be careful at Georgia Tech though.
Yeah.
Early in the
right.
year. I will
Right.
say that.
Yeah.
That will be a tough game for them. We were talking about Michigan. Texas Tech. That was another Big 12 team. I wanted to look at their schedule. Non-conference week. Should win them all. At Utah.
I don't think Texas Tech is going to beat Kansas. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't like them.
I like Kansas too much.
I don't like them to be Big 12 contenders.
Yeah.
Okay. USC. Did we look at the USC schedule? I don't think we did.
Be an interesting one,
I think
too.
we both have them losing to Michigan.
Yeah.
They got to go to Illinois. Oh, they got to go at Notre Dame. Yeah, we got to look at Notre Dame's schedule.
That's okay. Yeah,
And I know they're playing Miami, but this is one that
This is a schedule. This is a team. This is also another team for me. We can go through it, but I have them in the playoffs. This is a playoff team for me.
who's their quarterback?
It is a transfer. I forget his name. I think it is a transfer. I saw Pete Thamel come through on a thing, and I saw Notre Dame picked like a redshirt transfer or something like that. But
Okay.
I
don't think I think they're going. I think they're starting out the year.
Let me look it up here. 0-2.
0-2. I think they're going to lose to Miami.
Yeah, that's the thing. Depending on what happens, like they could lose Miami, but if they lose Texas A&M, then I'm out on them.
I think they
so,
lose to A&M.
See, like I don't, but if they do, then I can't have them in the playoffs.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
once you look at the rest of the year, the only ranked opponent as of now is Boise.
And they may not be. You never know.
Yeah, and USC could be ranked by then. And I just don't think they're going to have enough wins to solidify. And I actually think they're going to lose one of these non-ranked games.
Yeah. Starting quarterback is C.J. Carr.
Okay.
He is a sophomore and redshirt. He's a redshirt freshman.
That's Lloyd Carr's grandson.
Oh, right.
So, yeah. I'm telling you, I think Notre Dame's going to lose to like Boston College or somebody.
I don't know.
Boston College always plays them tough.
They do. They're not losing
a TBA. I mean, you get that to be a night game in Chestnut Hill. I mean, I'm telling you, man. NC State, I can see them playing tough. You got to go at Arkansas.
Yeah. This is finally a year that they,
game.
like Notre
Dame
have a schedule.
Yeah,
they have a schedule finally.
I'm going to say they don't get in.
Okay.
So let's look at Miami's schedule because I know we talked Clemson ACC. You get Florida at home. They got to go out Florida State. Again, I think SMU's going to take a little bit of a step back.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I kind of like their schedule. They avoid Clemson. But more than likely, I think they play Clemson in the ACC championship game.
Sure.
I'm willing to say that. Well, obviously, SMU won it last year. But again, they got to go at Wake Forest. They got to play number 10 Miami. I feel like those are 2 L's there.
Mm-hmm.
I think Baylor's going to snake them and get them too. So I think SMU gets 3 losses.
SMU's out. Okay.
They're not getting in with 3 losses.
I don't have Miami necessarily.
So I have Miami versus Clemson, and I think. See, that Florida's just got such a gauntlet there that if Miami wins that game too with my other wins, I think even if they lose, they could still get in.
Mm-hmm.
I do. So what do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna say Miami is my 11th team. And I'm only going to put 3 SEC teams in.
Yeah,
I think the SEC is just going to beat each other up, and it's going to cost.
You could put for me. You could put Notre Dame on mine. I do like Notre Dame. Yeah.
Okay.
I like where Freeman has it. I know they made it the national championship last year, but I like where he has his team. So we'll see what happens with a freshman or a redshirt freshman, technically a sophomore, but in Carr. So.
Arizona State. I don't think we looked at their schedule.
I kind of wrote them off, to be honest.
That Baylor at Utah,
Texas Tech.
I think they're getting losses.
Yeah,
I think they're overrated. I do think they're overrated. Mm-hmm. So we got to find ourselves some non-conference or non-Power 5.
Yeah. Well, I'll be done after this, to be honest. Wait, how many do I have? 10 or do I have 11? 10.
I have 11.
Damn. Okay, so I'm gonna add Boise in. I am going to add Boise.
Boise is your
that's gonna be the non-Power 5, and then like this is where it gets tricky for me because I wanted 5 SEC teams in this year. Like I saw that, I see that,
and I have you as for 4 now.
Right. So like that's the thing, and like I want to add LSU in, but like what's happening to me now is Texas, Bama, Georgia, Florida. Like stuff has to happen where people need to lose and win, and then I'm like all over the place now because. All these teams that I want to put in here play each other, and it just gets weird. So, I am.
What are you going to talk about?
There's a Monday.
Bill Belichick in North Carolina. What's their?
Yeah, what do they look like?
Actually,
yeah.
I mean, I just can't see 3 ACC teams getting in.
No, me either. It's just the first year. They do have a favorable schedule.
They have a very easy schedule.
Yeah.
I mean, Clemson, but they do get them at home.
Yeah.
So
I don't want to put him in because it's Belichick. I know he's a great coach, but. This is the first year.
Tough.
This isn't his team
different.
Either. He hasn't recruited anyone yet, so it's different.
Yeah,
like
it is an easy schedule, though.
Yeah, it'd be good to see how well they can do.
They're going to do good. This is the year to do it.
Yeah,
but you're right. I just question. I question what's going to happen there.
Yeah.
So,
I got to find one more here. Actually,
Virginia Tech, South Carolina. This might be my lock of the week. I kind of like the 7.5. Mm-hmm. Is this at home? Or neutral? Yeah, it's neutral. It's in Atlanta. So
ATL. I don't know if
I'm going to lay 7.5.
There's just some games out there.
There's
man.
some good games.
Yeah,
this week for sure. So yeah, we both need to pick one more. I need to pick a non-conference team. So where's my? I need to go back through.
You can come to the dark side of Notre Dame.
That's not.
That's just I mean, he's independent, but.
Yeah, but they still. I thought there was basically one spot for a non-Power 5. Is there not?
Well, that's what my Boise is, but yeah, there is one. Correct. You got. Yeah, I guess you can find one that's not. That's a good point. You still have to find one that is.
I got to put a non-Power 5 in.
Yeah.
This might just be tough to do because it's just too early in the season. Like I haven't seen these teams play yet. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I mean, I was all over Army doing it. Where the hell is Army, by the way? Why are they not?
They don't even play week 1?
I haven't been here. I just wanted to see what their schedule looked like.
We haven't really talked about like the American League either, or anything like that.
I know, but I feel like a lot of the teams are just, the teams that were sneaky good in those conferences have moved on to bigger conferences.
Sure, yeah, right.
The smart move from, I almost think you're better off staying in some of those and being one of the top Power Fives. So, what's James Madison's schedule look like? I mean, do you feel like they could go undefeated with that schedule?
Yeah, I mean,
maybe that gets them pretty high up.
What it pains me to do is I'm just going to do it.
Liberty's always good.
I know that we talked about like the hypotheticals of like wins and losses for Ohio State, but I'm going to add them into mine. I'm going to put them in the playoff for me. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that
does give you your fourth big.
Yeah, that's the fourth Big Ten too.
That gives you your fourth.
It actually rounds it out. The only reason why I'm doing it is it rounds it out nice. You know what I mean? So it rounds it out now. So I'm done. I mean, All right,
I'm going to go back to Boise for a minute, and I think I actually am going to pick them.
Okay.
They got the leg up.
It's just a smart pick.
They got the leg up from a non-conference perspective because they're already ranked, right?
Yeah,
and that's what it goes off of whoever's the highest ranked.
You got the ranking already, and that's a good loss. That's a good loss.
That's a good loss, even if you get it.
Yeah.
And maybe, like I said, I have Notre Dame out anyway. Maybe Notre Dame loses
that game. Yeah.
Boise wins that.
Then I'm screwed.
Well, then they're just there's no way,
right,
that anybody's going to catch them in the ranking. They got to take care of business in the Mountain West.
Right.
They got to win the Mountain West.
They got to win it.
Definitely got to win it.
With one loss, they get in.
And maybe even have to, be higher than that. So
yeah.
I really thought UNLV was going to be a little bit better. And maybe it was just a stumbling out of the gate a little bit. And Dan Mullen just getting under his, wings a little bit. But they got to go at Boise. I mean, I love to fucking pick UNLV. I mean, they were sneaky good last year.
Yeah, they just didn't play good week 0, right? They did not do well. Like,
they beat Iowa State 30-31.
That's not a good. That's not a good
win.
That's not.
Yeah, it's not an impressive win.
Yeah,
but maybe
they struggled
out of it,
which is shocking to me because people. Hawaii won. Yeah, they won.
I know they're on the down. But their schedule.
That could be fun to pick Hawaii.
I feel like it's going to be something in the Mountain West.
Yeah.
That's going to surprise.
Hawaii needs to win out, though, and win the Mountain West, and they can't. If they have a one loss, I don't think they make it.
Yeah.
But Hawaii could be fun to pick. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not trying to, ruin your but
yeah. I mean, they avoid Boise, but more than likely would have to play them in the Mountain West championship game.
Yeah.
And I just don't think. So I'll just say Boise.
Boise, okay.
Yeah. Just because I don't know enough about the other ones that are out there.
Yeah.
So, go ahead, recap yours.
Yeah, so I have, to make the playoffs this year, Michigan, Penn State, Illinois, Texas, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, Kansas, Clemson, Notre Dame, Boise State, and then to round it off, Ohio State. That is my 12 team.
Wait, is that 12?
I think so.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7, 8, 9, 10. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going Michigan, Penn State, Illinois, Oregon, Texas, Georgia, Iowa State, Baylor, LSU, Clemson, Miami, and Boise State.
I like it.
So I think the only thing I don't like about yours
is Florida.
Ohio State. I think Oregon over Ohio State.
Yeah, that's
the only thing I would have done differently from the Big Ten.
Yeah.
What do you hate about mine? What I'll say I love about yours. Mm-hmm. That I think could come to fruition that I did not pick is Kansas.
Yeah. I really, really like Kansas this year.
I don't like Florida. I just think that's a lot of losses. I'm not going to say I hate Bama. Mm-hmm. I didn't pick them, but I like your Kansas pick. If I had,
yeah, I mean, like I was just so
pick.
high on them this entire time coming into this year. I was studying the Big 12 again just because I know how good this conference can be on the offensive side. Really don't know how good they can be on the defense side. I think you'll see a lot of shootouts in the Big 12 this year. But Kansas themselves, I think, is probably the best team within that conference. And I think that they have a favorable schedule enough to go in there, win the Big 12, and make it. So, like, I really enjoy that. And I have Clemson win the ACC, so I really enjoy that pick. What I really don't know about is the SEC, man. It's just such a tough conference, but I love my picks. I just don't know how Florida really is going to do. But I do think Texas, Bama, and Georgia are for sure locks just because of the way that they play their schedules. And if Alabama's probably the one. The other one I don't really know about, but I think if they can lose the right ones and only lose by 3, they can make it. But like for yours, I like yours. Baylor kind of scares me. Like I said, like the Big 12, they're probably gonna have to win the Big 12 to make it, in my opinion. But like I kind of like the pick, and I like Miami too. Don't get me wrong. I just don't know about 2 ACC teams getting in. But like I can see it for sure because those 2 teams, Miami and Clemson, are the powerhouses of the ACC. So I really like that pick for you too. I really do like your Big 10. I of course have Ohio State. I don't have Oregon. But like you're for Big 10 and the way we saw the schedule and the way you talked about them, I really like that pick too. So Iowa State scares me, plain and simple. I don't like that pick necessarily. I mean, just because I don't know how they're going to pan out. But yeah. So,
and I don't think either one of them are going to go very far once they get in.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
And we don't have to break. I mean, obviously, seeding is going to be. I'm not going to go through that. But quickly, who's your national championship game?
Oh man.
Out of your playoff.
Yeah. I think Texas gets it done this year, so I have them in there. Okay. And then, man, just the way the seedings are going to seed out, right? Like it's just the way the teams are going to play. Who's going to play first? Who's not going to play the first week? Yeah. The other one I would have is probably like it's probably going to be another SEC team. I don't want to do that, though. I want to put Penn State in. Like, I want to see that. I want to see Penn State, Texas, and then I want Penn State to be as good as I think they're going to be. I want them to be the best team. I want James Franklin to beat Ohio State. I want them to make it and, like, maybe even win the whole thing. That's how high I have them. But I like Texas, Penn State, depending on what the seedings happen. So, yeah.
I have Penn State win the national title. I said that to you a couple months ago.
Right.
I think we have 3 straight Big Ten teams. Mm-hmm. It is so eerily similar to me. The way this team has stuck together, they just remind me of 2023 Michigan.
Yeah,
they really, really do. I think they've got a relatively favorable schedule that sets them up nicely to get a high seed. Mm-hmm. I think they're going to play Illinois in a Big Ten championship. They're going to win that game. I actually think they're going to be undefeated going in and go undefeated. Mm-hmm. I think they're going to be a 15-0 national champion, just like Michigan.
Yeah.
So, and even if and I feel like I've got a loss to play with. I feel like they can lose a game and get
you do for
whether
sure.
It's to Ohio State or Oregon
or Illinois,
or if they lose to the Big Ten championship game.
Yeah.
And maybe if they do that, it almost sets them up even nicer.
Yeah.
Maybe they get out of that top 4 and avoid that potential trap of having the bye. I've got them playing. And again, this matters. Matchups matter.
They do.
They really, really do.
Yeah.
I think, like, if you made me pick talent-wise, I think Georgia gets to the title game.
Okay, yeah.
But just, like, nostalgic reasons, I think Penn State beats Clemson in the national title.
Wow, that's cool.
Just because I feel like, because of the seeding and the way everything has worked out, which is why we end up with, like, a Notre Dame in the final.
Yeah.
I could see somebody, like, you're not really – like, Clemson's ranked 4th.
Yeah.
Like, they're obviously a favorite. But it's probably somebody that you would think, oh, the ACC doesn't – prepare them for the playoff. I actually think they could be sneaky good this year.
Sure.
So I think Penn State beats either Clemson or Georgia.
Yeah.
An orange helmet team to win the national title. So
I know, right? That's the thing. I think, I just think Texas has a lot of talent too left over. That's why I have picked them to go to. I really want to see Penn State do it. I just have Texas. Texas is my winner, unfortunately.
Okay. Texas.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
last thing we got to do is pick our lock and upset of the week.
We're going to bring this
trying to kind of, as we were going through the previews, there wasn't anything I loved, so I might have to scroll back through.
Yeah.
We can take advantage of recording on a Wednesday night, which I think typically going forward we're going to start doing Thursday nights.
Yeah.
So we are kind of a day early, even if we don't get it posted in time for kickoffs tomorrow. So we do have a little bit more games to pick of, but I don't. and it doesn't have to be a ranked game. You can throw
Whatever.
anything
Yeah.
out there.
Okay.
Yeah, anything that's coming to
Um,
top of your head. I'm not seeing anything that I love on Thursday. I was all over getting ready to pick Cincinnati as my underdog of the week, but
and we're doing 7 for under. What is it again? We're doing 7 for favorite.
7 for favorite.
Yeah, and
I
then
thought we were doing 7 for both.
okay, all right, that makes it
so,
easy.
right?
Yeah, it makes it easy.
I mean, we could do 6 if you wanted to. Okay.
No. So the only thing I was looking at, I kind of want to put this in there. So I kind of want to do like a Northwestern plus 6.5. I don't know what you have on yours,
Okay.
but I like that for my upset of the week. Or yeah, I guess upset for the week. Just to cover. Or we need to pick a winner, right? No, just a cover. We're just covering.
You just get the extra points if they win outright.
Right. Okay, perfect.
And I mean, we can almost do it like the style that they do on game day with, you know, the higher you go, the more like points you get.
Okay, yeah.
If they win.
All right.
I mean, you know, just keep it simple.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry.
I like Northwestern plus 6.5 over Tulane coming. They are going to Tulane, but we'll see just how good Tulane is. I mean, they
plus 6.5.
plus 6.5. Yeah, kind of starting off the American that way, but
So that's your underdog. I do like Baylor to beat Auburn on Friday night.
wow.
Interesting. Yeah, it was 6 on mine for Tulane, but I'll give it to you.
Oh, okay. All right. I think I'm just going to do it. I'm going to take Georgia to be the favorite of mine. That is 39.5 that I have there. A lot of points, but I think they are ready to get off to a hot start this year. Hopefully that they can get away from all the arrests of people from their players getting arrested for car stuff. But I just got to start out strong, I think. So those are my 2 picks there.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, they play Marshall. Yeah, Marshall can, you know, go either way. You know, I'm half tempted to take Penn State at 44.5.
Man.
A lot of points.
Yeah.
I mean, and anything can happen in that mop-up duty that you're just like, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Man, there's some hard games actually this week because like the good games are close lines. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
So you can't really even take them. Man, this is tough.
It's hard.
It really is hard.
It is hard. This week, of course, week 1's always kind of hard, I think, though. But there are good matchups, but the good matchups aren't 7 points favorite either. So,
yeah.
like you do have Bama. Bama's 13.5. So, like you might.
All right. I found my underdog.
Mm-hmm.
We were just briefly touched on him. I'm taking the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors.
Wow.
Getting 17.5
Yeah.
against Arizona. And here's why I like it. How about the temperature is calling for 100 degrees? 100 degrees.
100 degrees.
Look at that. You pick Kansas.
Pick
Kansas to get in the playoff.
Kansas.
College football playoff. And she comes out with her Kansas basketball sweater. But yeah, a couple minutes.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're recording live.
Yeah.
We're not using these. You're live, Tanya. Say hi.
Swear.
I didn't think about that. That like Randy came in. People were thinking, you know, we had a little bit of issues.
Yeah,
with
I forgot.
microphones,
Yeah.
We're actually just sitting in front of the laptop talking.
It's working.
It is working.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hawaii, Arizona is a 10:30 Eastern time start, 100-degree heat.
You gonna watch it?
Hawaii's got this momentum
on TNT too.
A kicker that learned how to kick on YouTube.
Yeah.
Kick. I like that vibe. I you know what? If they win, great. I am just trying to get some points.
Just trying to get points first.
Just trying to get the cover.
Sure.
So, so let's find me a favorite here.
Yeah.
and I went totally against saying there's no way Michigan covers. So now I'm sitting there thinking Michigan laying 34.5. Because I'm like, you know what? I might as well put it way out there like yours is, you know. And
you gotta like pick it, yeah.
And you know what? And take advantage of that field goal that it went down. I'm between that and Alabama. I actually think the only thing that scares me about Bama is being on the road.
Yeah.
But you do get extra points for that.
Right.
So that is kind of
it's a good point.
I'll do that. I say Florida State sucks again.
Yeah, I mean that definitely could be the case too this year.
I would rather lay 2 touchdowns instead of 5.
Can definitely see that.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say Alabama is my lock of the week.
Yeah,
laying 13.5 against Florida State.
Nice.
So that's what we'll go with.
All right.
So we should be back Thursday night for
NFL preview.
NFL opening day.
We'll recap college. Yeah,
we'll have the game on. Just to cut down on the background noise. We're gonna have it on mute.
Yeah,
we may talk about it during the game, but that's when we'll do our NFL preview and recap quickly. Some of the college games and where we're at, and we'll see where we're at. So
yeah, with points and everything, and we'll start the points for the NFL too. We'll just be going all year again too. So
yeah, and I think this year you and we take our picks. And I think you do a parlay so that we talk about how much money we made.
Interesting. Yeah, yeah.
Or lost for that matter.
Right.
Then you can bet as much as you want.
Yeah.
On your own.
I'm gonna put that in
I think
now.
we need to do that.
Yeah. I'll start doing that.
I think we need to bet our picks.
Yes.
And I'd be curious if anybody else puts all 4 of our games out there
on
do
one
a 4-leg
slip
parlay and you win.
Man.
We want to hear those stories.
Yeah, please.
Please comment.
Comment on the comment
us.
on yeah.
And I tell you what, if you do hit a 4-leg parlay with our locks of the week, we want to know about it. We'll get you on the air.
Yes.
How about that? That's the deal.
I love it. Love it.
So we'll go from there. But this was great. I'm glad we're back. Football Only podcast.
We're finally back.
Sorry to upset you about any other sports, but
it's just too much. It was a lot.
Can't do it.
Maybe Nashville podcast will come if we get bigger.
That's right. We'll go from there.
We'll do full time. All right, guys.
All right,
this was great. All right. Love
go
you guys.
Zips. Go Blue.
Go Blue. Love you guys.